Every vantage a story.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 2. My father guest lectured here. A 300-level military history course on the age of human air power. Might as well have been teaching medieval siege tactics. I was 8 when he died.
Move along. No need to lawyer around here. Not what I imagined when I was a boy. But it's decent work keeping the city safe.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
We can't worry about that now. All that matters is that we catch her killer before he strikes again.
How much like her you sound. You are correct, of course. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs. If that bomb goes off,
that's a lot of blaze.
the blaze will ignite in a firestorm. If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames, There's gotta be a way to stop it. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make a VOD watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
What was in that warehouse?
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity? See for yourself.
What happened?
I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Everyone come.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner! What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Eyes on me, brothers!
You'll have to do better than that, Red.
It's gonna...
Quietly.
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Those majestic, murderous glinthawks!
never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks!
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Sunset, maybe. A chance to rest.
Aloy, she would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out. But she also told me, and I guess growing up means... Yeah, but
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and...
Yeah, but you won't.
Come on, stop.
So, after all this...
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly, like how she would have wanted.
What do you think the Oseram...
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle, and now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Two? Huh. She likes me.
Once Sunfall surrenders, Meridian will feel whole again.
Here's to a vibe. A place in the Sunbeam for the Asura.
Grazer and the Sun Priest?
They say the Nora women ask men to marry them.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, I'm busy. I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working.
You could spend your whole life in Meridian and never live the same day twice.
If I see one of those corrupted machines, I'm running as fast as I can.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful...
What exact...
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, my father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
Why do you...
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Let me get this straight. Your warrior princess is barely cold in her grave, and you're lining...
What? No, sun and shadow, that's not what I meant. All right, I can see how my choice of words came off as presumptuous, but by the sun, this is not how I imagined this conversation would go. Look, I'll be forever grateful. And you are always welcome here. Let's just hope our next chat goes better than this one. Goodbye, Aloy. Perhaps when the time is right, we will speak again.
Drops of blood leading away.
How's that wrestling?
Any news about my stolen sword?
Not yet. I'll see. More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Right, always stay alert. That's what I say.
Still more blood. The thief got cut. Trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
Knew it was only a matter of time before an Oseram tried to kill the Sun King.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward. No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help.
Which means...
That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off. It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought...
What? No.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to
hold on. There's more to this. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe...
I can prove it. Meet my friends. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
That we would have class. And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
As you wipe machine oil on my seat.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them. Of wealth and contentment.
Who exactly gets...
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their... They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herd. They starved to death. So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't...
What do you expect?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner, Nassan, did. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If...
I'll consider...
I knew you were going to say that. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking, but be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're torment...
Stirring up tension.
This must be the sun's climb, where the Banuk wants to paint his mark.
You were a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the Glinthawks linger.
There'll be more where they came.
Yes, there will always be more machines. That's why I must leave this story. A monument to our vanished The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. Preserve their memory. You have my thanks, Hunter.
It's beautiful in its way. This is where the Otaru wanted to say her goodbyes. Snap a sawtooth right in half.
There!
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you, but
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. I'll tell her it was I who died here, and she who still lives.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time.
Waste of time. Show was better last one.
She was incredible. Stopped her vow without breaking the...
Arrested two for disorderly
This must be
conduct
the
last
Shrine
night.
of Kings that Naman
Don't
told me
want to know
about.
what they were doing.
Public monument, not his private shrine. You won't get in there.
I can be persuasive. But what...
It reminds me of someone. Gone too...
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their back. The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but...
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. But that shriveled up old priest...
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Osram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
I thought of Avad taking the throne.
The boy dishonored his father to kill his Sun King.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
You called the temple corrupt, but
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum?
You know nothing of our rights.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy. So the Karja have become impure? What does that even...
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before out...
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child.
I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You believe in the old regime, but not enough to die for it or be exiled. That's some conviction.
Heathen. My conviction blazes like the noonday light.
Then stop me from bringing in the Oseram.
I cannot.
I thought so.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Pedro Durval is trying to look smug for his execution. Is it just me? Do Karja people walk slow? They have places to be?
Fire and spit. Is that a Nora girl? It's a new girl.
The witchcraft is most disappointed with those of us.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
He defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for all...
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to...
The more we stay here, the more it'll feel like home. Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off courting that noble girl. Don't let your guard down.
Take Duval.
Check out these wares.
Goods, they're necessities.
You'll like what I have to say. I promise.
So you've come back to the temple.
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners.
You set them on the path. Perhaps a red robe.
Not me.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend. And let the sun cast your way.
Thank you, Naman. Where I'm going...
Don't try anything. You won't find us nearly as lenient as the apostates.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in. looks like there was a scuffle here, but no body. If someone dragged Miss San off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went. The Shadow Karja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside. The Shadow Karja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
My card got me! This will be it!
Grant me!
Gonna make you pay.
Surround the Forsaken!
She's going.
That feeling.
Something.
They've gotten Hassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right.
Let's do this.
I'm taking wagers.
Still sniffing around.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble.
Search the area, Lard.
By the fort.
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit.
Heavy. Hits hard, too. Kinjeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
Kinjeev told me about the cause.
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will...
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravon.
Beg a high blood for help? But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall.
This Nora looks tough enough. I would have killed him before it.
He's not
A man named Nissan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow.
We all have our place.
I just want a moment's peace.
What's he thinking?
No assassin will touch the Sun King as long as you're around.
The Asaram have gone too far this time. Their ball should die for his crimes.
Go for a drink and a bite.